Hello, welcome to Pitch Please. This is the show where people who play games pitch ideas to people who make them. And maybe some other things, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
Preceded this episode by saying more energy than you've ever mustered in your entire life.
Yeah, was that not the most energy that I've ever put in?
More energy, please. Do it. 3, 2, 1, run it back.
Hello, welcome to Pitch Please. My name's Alex. What? This is the show where people who play games pitch ideas to people who make them. That's pretty high pitch, or it's just higher tone, isn't it? My name's Alex. I am joined by, as usual, developer James.
Hello.
There he is. And also, Thomas, the ideas guru.
Really? I like that. Yeah, I like that. Ideas guru. I'm the ideas mastermind.
The ideas mastermind. I am also not joined by Chris. He's not here.
Chris
He's
is
ill.
dead.
Chris has died, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He
Sorry
died
about that.
off screen.
But
it's a damn game. I think that's how he wants to be announced as well.
Yeah. What, dead?
If he died, yeah.
Right, okay.
Just in an episode of Pitch Please.
This is how we find out.
Yeah.
Also, that other voice is we've been joined by Osie.
Hello.
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 Welcome.
Hello. Lovely to...
Who?
I've met you all. Well, I met.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to be here.
Happy to pitch. Are you pitching for us today? Have you got a hot new game idea to pitch to us?
Well, who are you, first of all?
Oh, sorry. I'm Osie and Yogscast member, Twitch streamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sound unsure, but that is who I am.
Definitely, yeah.
true.
You're not.
Real.
No, okay.
That's actually
Right.
a fact.
So we're going to do. Usually, we either do a pitch, or the other thing we do is room 404, right? Which is where we'll have. We'll all throw in an idea for we'll all pitch a mechanic that we want to get rid of games forever.
Yeah.
Get rid of out of games forever, and we'll usually do one of those two things. Today, if there's time, we might do both.
Oh my God, we're doing both.
maybe
It's a
we'll
bumper
start off
episode, a special bumper episode for Pickaxe Week. That's right, we're live on the internet right now. So if there is any responses to chat, you know why. Because this is real. It's happening.
I think did we even put a post about this, that we were doing this, James? Did you?
Probably not.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. James did it. I thought if anyone was going to have done it, it would have been.
We're professionals. Either way, a game is going to be pitched to us, the idea generators, and also the one game developer who's with us today. And we're going to figure out how to make that game. And Osie, you have a hot new game to pitch to us.
I
the
do.
next big AAA game.
This is it.
Or are we talking like the next big, like
Double A?
Solitaire?
Mediocre, maybe,
Okay.
at best.
Like pre-installed with your
Kind of.
Windows installation.
Oh, no,
The
I
next
don't.
double B game.
Double B?
They're moving into quintuple A games. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Can't wait.
Come on.
That's what GTA 6 is going to be. But apparently Black Sails was meant to be.
Black Sails was quadruple A.
Quadruple.
Oh, I'm
And
so sorry.
if that's what quadruple A is, I can't wait for
Is
the
it
quintuple.
really quadruple
So there's
A,
been-
It's the
but
only
already
one.
on
The only
quintuple?
one.
You're the only
So
one.
hang on, they went from
And it went so
AAA
well.
Yeah.
to
Like Cyberpunk
quadruple
and
A
Witcher and things
for
like
one
that.
game. And
Yeah,
now they've
which
gone
was
to
shit.
Quintuple.
And now they're going to quintuple.
What's the quintuple?
Which is GTA 6.
Okay.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down here?
What's the
Sectuple A is going to be like a 4D
GTA
experience.
6
7.
is a quintuple A game.
Yeah.
It's quite confusing.
No, I don't think it's. I think that's.
It hasn't
very
matched
clear.
the numbers properly, has it? It should be 6-star. game.
Exactly.
Or 6A, sorry.
6A.
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 All right.
All right.
What's your game?
So,
That's enough preamble.
what's your
Come on.
walking game?
Actually, before you do your idea, I want a taste. I want a little taste of Osie.
Okay.
What is your favourite game? What's your least favourite game? What are we expecting?
Oh, and then we can
here?
predict what the
Yeah.
pitch might be. Okay.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
What's the best game you've ever played?
the best game I've ever played, Spyro 1 for the PS1.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
it's not the best, but it's one of my favourites.
That's one of Bryony's favourites as
Me
well.
and Bryony, we've got a lot in common.
And
I wouldn't say that is my favourite. I like things like The Witcher 3.
I'm currently 100%ing the Witcher.
oh, here we
3.
go.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, I've
Do
played it.
you hate it? Is it some sort of like
No, I really,
self-punishment?
I really like 100%ing like open world games because it's very chill. Like you don't have to. I'll play them through once just for fun,
Yeah.
as you should usually play games, and then I'll 100% it by just like reading a guide. So you know when you just have a big open world and you just have like a big list of like checkboxing.
Yeah.
Off. I find that quite relaxing.
That is very satisfying.
Going through and 100%ing Witcher 3 is one of the, and I forgot how huge it is. Like it's maybe still the biggest game that I've ever played. Like it's ridiculously massive.
I did try.
I didn't ask for a taste of Alex.
and you've just kind of proven my point again that like you play it once for fun. And then it's awful afterwards.
It's still no. It's
because
still
you've got to go through all of these.
It's a
achievements.
different kind of fun.
Okay. No, I had my chance and it didn't get into room 404. I need to let it go.
What's your least favorite game? A game that you just fucking hate. Just the worst shit you've ever played.
The worst shit I've ever.
But I'd also like it to not be a bad game. Just something that just really rubs you the wrong way.
Two games developed by Catastrophic Overload come to mind. Maybe
Drink More Glurp?
Drink More Glurp.
Dispatch Box? You hate those? It's okay. We're in a safe space here. Did you hate
all of James's games?
Oh my god! Yeah, can you imagine? Like every single I would
Plate Up?
Yeah.
Just Yogscast games.
Who else can I?
Alex not here. Fine. He's got enough money. He doesn't care.
Star Tenders in the bin. No, we can't do that.
I mean, there's like things that just don't vibe with me. I would say things like FIFA, but I'm not the target audience. I'm not the demographic.
God, that's a very safe answer.
Well, as the
I
target
don't think any of our
demographic
audience
for
would like FIFA.
I also, and this is just also Hades. I played for the first time.
FIFA. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Okay. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Okay. And I understand. And it's
You
not
know.
that I dislike it. It's just that a lot of people have said, you'll love it. You will love
always-
this
yeah.
game. So my expectations are through the roof.
Very
Okay.
difficult when people
Yeah.
say that. I
And
think.
I played it for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I'm still kind of like, I'm not getting it yet.
Have
I'm not
have
getting it
you
yet.
finished have you made it to the end?
No,
5 hours? No, come on.
no. It's just
Oh yeah. No, you're right. Okay.
No, it's not me.
Yeah, it is.
it was my my first I'm gonna try and play this and get into it, and I just haven't. It doesn't mean that I'm unwilling. I will give it another go, but I was a little bit disappointed how unaffected I was by my first experience with
That's
this.
fair.
Actually, this ties in a little bit to if we get to the 404. My 404.
We hopefully will because we
Yeah.
said we would.
But in terms, okay, right. So we know games that you really like, and we know games that you are not so keen on.
Mm-hmm.
What
Now
is-
we need
What I want.
yeah,
an elevator
what you
pitch,
actually
and I'd
want.
like this to be role played as much as possible as well, if possible.
Well, that would involve me laying in bed at 2 a.m.
No, not the idea generation. You open the elevator door, and
Oh, I see.
us gaming executives are standing there, triangle pose, obviously the power stance, like it's E3.
I've got the next iPhone.
Exactly. Jeff Keighley's
Yeah.
there.
I've got the next.
He's not looking at you.
I've got the next. How many A's at the end?
Septuple game.
Sept-
Septuple A.
Someone's calling the
We got
police.
I've got the next septuple A
I cannot wait to
game
hear
for you.
what your pitch
Wow,
is.
please tell me more.
It's gonna be life changing, and it's not fleshed out at all. It's
I'm just gonna press the top floor. There we go. Bing. There we go.
Trying to do like the wide stance.
oh right, power.
Whilst remaining in
Elevator
frame.
doors close. We're going up.
I think it actually where I came up with this, like just random thought. I was in bed, I couldn't sleep, and I
Okay.
don't even
best
know
ideas.
how. I think I'd recently been listening to. I really enjoy listening to podcasts about alien encounters and like abduction stories, and also UFO sightings.
Okay.
And game design.
And game well, yes, of course.
Just yeah, Venn
Please,
diagram.
every time you release a new episode.
And all of the amazing podcasts on the Pickaxe network.
Yes. But I was thinking also, you all know what a crop circle is,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
and you just don't see them anymore.
Not enough crops.
Well, I don't know if I've ever
That's
seen
why?
it.
Going in the
Circle.
shit. I don't
In real life, you've not seen one.
No. Do you get them in?
Wait, have you
country?
seen one in real life?
Yes.
As in, like, you visited one, or you made one, or you...
This is where you hear that I was the most prolific crop circle.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Exposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but my sister and I, we'd travel or we'd get driven to Cornwall pretty much every year. And on the way, there used to be this amazing like wheat field. And usually there was a crop circle in this particular field. It was just the hot spot for crop circles.
I didn't even know that was a thing in this country. I thought.
No,
it
I
was in
didn't think so
America.
either. I thought it was a
No,
purely
absolutely,
US phenomenon.
Yeah. So that's where.
I haven't seen one myself.
Oh well,
But-
you're missing out. They
Am I?
are.
What was it? Was it just a circle or was it like a pattern?
It was a pattern. It was very intricate and very impressive. And if you look at pictures of crop circles online, you can see how crazy they can be.
Okay.
And I was like, man, people have just forgotten about the crop circle, and I would like a crop
I'd forgotten.
circle making simulator.
Okay.
But from the point of view that it isn't just some chaps with a plank of wood going around.
What is it?
It's actually an alien spacecraft that you can upgrade, add.
So you are the alien.
You are an alien.
Right, okay.
You are, or at least you are a spaceship.
Yes. So now a crop circle. Here's a quick
An alien
question.
in a spaceship.
Yes.
Yeah.
The crop circle is made. This might be a bit of crop circle lore that I need, help with here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it the shape of the craft when it lands, or do they just come down in like one of those?
I don't
toy
think it's a
cars?
landing thing. I think it's always.
But do they just come down and then
not?
just have fun with some
No,
props?
because the shape is always so. I mean, again, maybe it's the alien
I
ship
thought-
is super weirdly shaped, but I
thought
don't think
that's
it's
the
like a
idea that
stamp.
it's-
I thought it was like the landing
Ship
struts.
landing on the.
It's made an
Corn.
impression in a surface. God knows why they were always own wheat fields, but anyway, it's basically the impression that whether it's the spaceship shape itself or elements of like thrusters have made this really wild pattern. And I just thought, wow, how fun would that be to, like, I don't know, you could upgrade your ship, add different things and elements to your spaceship, and then you land it in certain places, and you're like, wow, crop
So-
circle. And maybe it's like trying to get in the newspaper as an alien. I don't
Okay,
know.
well, that was going to be my question. So, is the as an alien, is your
What's your motivation?
yeah? What is your motivation? Is your motivation to
to-
become famous?
People, you want
for crop
people
circle?
to, people,
Like
aliens.
a graffiti artist.
Yeah, maybe. You want, like a Banksy.
Wasn't it?
You want to put your tag down in the crop circle.
Right.
In Signs, the film about the aliens, they have crop circles in them, and I don't think it's ships landing. I think it was a communication, a means of triangulation or something from memory. I could be totally wrong,
Well, this is something we can nail down.
but maybe instead, like maybe you're tagging Earth or something.
Yeah.
So you're like trying to map as much of Earth as possible with your crop
Signature.
circles.
Yeah.
and my ship is shaped like Tom was here.
Maybe,
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but maybe
With like a dick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then
Maybe
other
there's, like-
aliens land and then add more to it. Call here for a good time.
need the two very round thrusters and then
the long phallic thruster, and there's like bits of jizz thruster.
Yeah.
You know.
This ship will not fly until we add a jizz thruster.
No, so like maybe there's an alien language, and your job, maybe it's a job simulator game, and you're like the intern on this spaceship, and your job is to like write down the different symbols in different fields around the world. Maybe you've got to try and get the pattern as close as possible from memory, or maybe it is a case of upgrading the ship and reconfiguring it to stamp
Yeah.
So there's a corporate alien overlord that is like, we need to put these specific messages in these specific places around the world.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
you're
I like
doing
that.
your best to map
do not feed
that.
the humans, is the translation, and it's like
Oh wait, okay. So hang on. So crop circles are aliens, almost like thieves' cant in D&D, where they're putting down a little tag that is a message to other aliens
Yeah.
visiting the planet. Is that?
yeah.
I don't know crop circle lore. Turns out.
But that's a really interesting idea.
We'll make our own law here. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you're leaving messages to other.
Either to other aliens
Other
or
aliens.
other ships within your own fleet or something.
I
Don't
see.
come here. These people suck ass.
And maybe you're doing a reconnaissance on these planets first. Maybe you're like, oh, this place smells like ass. And that's what you'd write.
So
I mean, we all knew where the sentence was going.
So are you going over like different places on Earth, and then you're following the fallout of what you've left there. You're then reading like local newspapers and seeing.
In order to become Earth famous.
I mean, my first I was just like, what an interesting. I would like to see it as like just an art game, I guess.
Yeah.
But then on further like exploration of this idea, I guess you could have it mean like, you know, passing over information to other extraterrestrial life forms. Because maybe that's why we haven't been visited, because they're like, wow, what a fucking shit show.
Yeah. Well, the crop circle say, please avoid.
Yeah.
This place is awful.
Yeah, this is just an absolute trash heap.
I quite like it just as like an art game, something that's just quite chill and.
I mean,
like,
I'm
going-
really happy
like-
to know there is no crop circle simulator except a random game I just found on itch. Called Crop Circle Simulator, but I think
Clues in the title.
it has its own whole thing to it. So it's not just an art game, or is it a come to a planet, examine the people, see what message you need to leave in order to satisfy your corporate alien overlords that the message you've left is correct. I guess you could examine the fallout of like. You lured a load of aliens here saying it was safe with your weird little messages, and now they've all been killed.
Right. No.
How do you design? Is there like an almost like a blueprint, a design portion of the game where you are designing what you want the thing to look like, and it's very specific. Like, and you're using you can't. I'm trying like if you could literally just draw anything and
on
be
like a
this is
wheat
my crop
field.
circle,
Yeah.
then you could do whatever you. I feel like in my head there should be like multiple different components of how to make
Yes.
a good crop circle.
My other thought was about like spirograph and how fun spirographs are, but it's like such a pain in the ass to set up a spirograph.
Yeah.
Do we all know what a spirograph is?
Yeah, can you explain? Because I know what the end result of a spirograph looks like, but I've never used one.
Explain it
I
for someone
don't
who
know.
wouldn't know.
Okay. They're basically bits of plastic that. God, how do you even?
I've seen plastic before.
It's like a big cog.
Yeah, like
It's a cog with a
With a
smaller
bit-
cog inside it.
Yeah.
And the cogs are different shapes, and you put your pen in different places.
I think even if we explain this perfectly, it still won't make any sense.
No, because I do think there are people that don't know what a spirograph is,
What a cog is.
what a cog is. What the heck is a
is.
cog? But I like the idea of having something where you can create patterns and explore something that is just satisfying and relaxing without having to necessarily have a goal. It's just creating something.
Yeah, because I think you could then also, like in my head, I feel that there are two parts of it. There are two steps. There's creating the pattern that you want to imprint on the crops, and then also there's and that can be like perhaps like a design phase where you are, maybe that's like a 2D. You're just looking at the screen and you're using like the spirograph tool or whatever, or maybe there are multiple different tools that you use together to create the shape.
Yeah.
And then the next phase of it is actually piloting
Seeing
the
what-
ship and having to imprint it.
Yeah. And I was thinking like,
Oh wait,
how-
so if you like mess up the landing,
Yeah.
it
not
just
gonna
completely
look
messes
good.
up the shape.
You're
Okay.
not going to know until you lift off.
so it's
and take
also
away.
a flight simulator as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But I think I was thinking like, oh, interesting. Like, how would it look on this surface, or like this planet with like a like the footprint on the moon is like
Yeah.
is really
It's not
cool.
like, do you want the pure physics? Do
Yeah,
you want to see
like
it,
a-
like push the sand to the side?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, maybe it is just pure art game, and it's just,
Like, what would it
feel
look
like
like?
is it ASMR satisfaction
What would
game?
it? Yeah. What would it look like in slime, and what would it look like in lava?
Slime Planet, yeah.
Yeah.
That could work.
I just like the idea of experimenting with different surfaces, and I don't know.
Now I'm thinking more like Outer Wilds, where you have the different
yeah.
planets that you just fly to, and you land on them, and it's not necessarily a like you're piloting a ship in Outer. Have you played Outer Wilds?
Briefly, yes.
So in that you're piloting a ship between lots of different planets,
Yeah.
but it's not like Flight Simulator. It's fairly easy to pilot the ship.
Yeah.
But the fun comes from exploring and finding these different
Okay,
planets.
so blue sky thinking, or because space, black sky thinking, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's have a No Man's Sky level of planets,
Okay.
just infinite planets.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And it's basically like is it place or space or that Reddit thing where people could go on and
place.
I'm talking about the most online game
Oh, yeah,
you can
yeah.
possibly play. So you can go around exploring other people's crop circles and the designs they've made.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you come up with your own tag.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can reconfigure your ship maybe depending on the surface. They'd be like, oh, I need to land in water, so I need my fire engines, and then I'm going to land
Or
in...
ice. You could make ice,
Yeah.
like different glacial patterns.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So so if you were to go with whatever tools that you would use, so okay, there's the initial design, and then there's the materials
That you need.
Yeah.
you need,
Yeah.
and that's going to change for each planet.
Yeah.
And maybe certain designs won't work on certain planets
Without the correct.
without the correct. Yeah.
And maybe like you were
Smudges.
saying like fire thing, like on a glacier, it's going to melt it, but on sand, it's going to turn it to like glass or whatever. I don't know.
I think it was a browser game. It was like Sand Simulator or something like that, where it was. I feel like it was basically the precursor to that Noita game where it had loads of, you put fire on wood and it catches the wood on fire. You put sand on top of that, it puts the fire out, and then put water on it, makes steam. It was just like a sandbox thing, literally, where you
the
could
thing
throw
where
in
the
loads
two,
of different elements.
like the God Simulator thing.
Yeah, and you throw in all the different elements and you can just see how they interact with each other.
Yeah.
So we're doing that as well as a flight simulator for aliens. That's
With
also
amazing high fidelity
not
physics.
flight-
high fidelity
and-
physics. We have
and-
to see every sand particle
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. But just to be clear as well, we're in Pitch Please, we tend to pitch the games of 2045. Like,
Yes.
they don't have to be possible now. This is a
But this is
quintuple A
future.
game.
Yeah, this is future.
This is the future where every game is
We've got
quintuple A.
nanite now. It's fine. We'll just scan every desert and every cave, and it'll be
Well,
great.
that's already done, right? In,
Right?
in Unreal. That
Yeah,
you
well,
just
that's
have
it.
They,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
was it Unreal that bought out? Is it Quicksaw? What do they call it?
That rings a bell. Yeah.
So the Quicksaw is
yes.
like
Yeah.
they went. It's like a company that went and 3D scanned just the world basically. Just like so they've gone to like lots of little villages and like different locations all around the world, and then they 3D scan so that you can then put
You
it
can't
in.
really see it.
Sand
It's called
simulator.
Sandboxels. Thank you, person in
it's-
Twitch chat that said that and said it was Sandboxels. Carl Marshall. The game is called Sandboxels.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could do that. Like there are like proper high res scans of just lots of different places around the world already.
Yeah,
But-
sorry, I'm just playing Sandbox.
That's it. That's him done for the next, like,
That's it.
45 minutes. But yeah, I feel like having those, it being something that is more just about like just create something and then just play with those different interactions and
Yeah.
different planets.
I think that's originally that's what I was thinking of. Like, I just want to, experiment. It's like as you said, seeing how things interact.
Yeah.
And experimenting with surfaces and patterns and just a
I just
creative.
want to throw in a spanner.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
Splatoon comes to mind,
How and why?
How?
where you have basically you've got to cover.
Offended by
How?
So Splatoon, you've got to cover the other team's base in your color.
Gun.
What if it was like that, but
Goals.
it's a multiplayer game and you have to tag the planets, but then someone can come back and try and reclaim the planet by tagging it with their crop circle.
So now we're adding the
But-
Empire and the Federation.
And also, it's like, what is that? Part of
I didn't know it was
San
a Star
Andreas,
Wars game. Yeah.
where you've got to go over as Grove Street. You've got to
Yes.
go over other people's what they
maybe.
call as
Maybe.
tags.
So it'd be like who can conquer a galaxy first. Maybe that's a bit much.
feel like
you can
we
claim
were-
planets
want to
for yourself.
relax and make crop circles.
Yeah.
Can we not just? Can we not?
Just want to have a nice time.
Can we not just get
wanna
along?
chill.
I feel like if
You're right. I'm going too far the other way.
if it's multiplayer
nice.
and you go to a planet and you see some
Maybe you
crop
could
circles
add-
that other people have done, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you could add to them maybe. I think.
Oh, there are going to be people who are
You
going
could
to
conquer them,
Yeah.
Fine, we'll just have a nice.
How long until the game gets offensive?
Yeah.
immediately. It's like
It's gonna be
anything
straight
relevant.
away.
I think that's my issue with probably putting this like online. Because what is the Reddit thing where? Well, not Reddit.
Oh, that's what you said. Place. Right?
r/place.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
but also, what's the one where people like draw stuff on a Google map?
Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh.
But that one is also.
Someone's got to know. Come on, chat. Tell me. Come
Someone
on.
will know. You just draw pixels on a map, and I think like the Queen Square in Bristol has the
W
Yogscast.
Place, thank you.
Has a honeydew icon and
Oh,
stuff like
Petty,
that.
Sorry.
Okay.
W Place, yeah.
W Place. So
Okay.
that's when it starts to get a bit like, people could be putting anything on it. So
It's
But-
a single player, nice experience.
Yeah.
You just wanna, put your hands in slime, but
Or
with a
hyper competitive.
spaceship.
put your spaceship in.
Or hyper competitive, and it's
Massively
the Rebels versus the
multiplayer.
Empire.
Yeah,
like-
No Man's Sky level of galaxy, take over planets, and try to stake your claim in the
Quite
universe.
like the idea that you might go to some planets and even if it was single player and offline, you go to some planets, but there are also, you might see like one pattern somewhere else. And
It's
that,
been sort of
like-
taken from.
Like the Elden Ring
Potentially-
thing. So it's like you
Yeah.
see other people's
Or
playthroughs
maybe-
represented.
That does, yeah. I did want to bring to light something Bryony said in chat. Your wife, Alex.
Oh.
Try probe butthole.
No? Oh, right, okay.
So
Yes.
I just couldn't let that pass. I had to
Okay,
mention
thanks
it.
for that.
What if every time you find a crop circle tag, you can also see the direction in which that person has gone? So you are trying to you could potentially
Trying to chase them down.
Well, you could potentially see where they went next and see how their symbol evolved in the next planet.
Right, yeah.
And then you're
'Cause
following
it's
this
going to change,
person.
right?
Yeah.
Depending on
could be
your
quite
ship's
interesting.
config.
Find that, yeah. I think there's, but the problem is as soon as you add any kind of like online functionality and the ability to see other people's crop circles, it's going to be
That's a them
It's
problem.
just a bum.
to them.
Every time.
By 2045, we've gotten rid of that.
I see. So we have to assume that there's
We're better people.
It's a utopia.
No,
yeah.
it's worse.
society has
It's worse.
improved enough.
Right. Very wishful thinking.
In an evolved society in just 20 years.
But yeah, I think was you talking about like ASMR and like everything can make nice, very like the sound design. I think would be
Yeah.
very important and
And it doesn't have to be just Earth type planets, right? So they can be just totally bombastic. You could have the metal planet and it like dings and makes clinks.
What if also
And other such materials. Come on, guys, help me out.
slime planet.
Slime planet.
But what noise would the wood planet make, James?
Clunk.
Great.
Ding.
there's a table right here? I quite like the
Planet
idea
of
that
Orbeez, that's what we really want, isn't it?
Orbeez.
You know, the little they're like, I guess they're
Little
like
plastic
boba
balls.
tea
Balls.
Have you seen the
Yeah,
video of the
yeah.
guy
Plastic.
who filled
No,
his
I
toilet
didn't.
with Orbeez?
I thought he
It's
didn't he
like
fill his
cost
bath
thousands
and it was
of
coming
bits.
out of
Oh, he
every
filled his
like
bath, then it came out of the toilet, then it
Yeah.
started coming out of like the sewer system,
like-
and he basically destroyed his entire street
Yeah,
with
it's like-
thousands of
So
Orbeez.
canonically, that is actually Earth, the Orbeez
Yeah.
planet, but it's just gotten out of hand, and the whole planet's covered.
I think you
with
should have
Orbeez.
the opportunity to find Earth and then glass it with Orbeez.
I like it.
I think if you were to go to the different planets as well, there could be an opportunity to say if you put your crop circle down or your circle design down in one planet, and you come back later, depending on the environment of the planet, it might
Oh.
have changed.
yes,
Like,
that's
or eroded, or maybe if there's a civilization there,
They built
they've
around
built
it.
around it, they've done something with it.
That's
That could be quite
interesting.
just to see how those interactions might work depending on each planet that you
Right.
go to. And it doesn't necessarily do anything. It's just like it's just another cool thing of how like what you're doing interacts with the planet that you're choosing to put it
and
on.
the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was thinking as well, like you could put it on top of like a very very high density city and crush all the buildings,
Yeah. Why not?
kill a load of people. But you know, see what
I
that's
was
going
going
to
to
look.
ask what shapes would you make? Let's say you just go to an Earth-like planet. You're flying there in hyper-realistic flight sim physics.
Yeah.
You have your shape already made. What imprint are you leaving in your field, or middle of city? From the sounds of things.
Yes. I think maybe like a cat. I guess like a nice cat. My son Roy.
So would you, as an alien, leave just what everyone knows as a cat on this human planet, or would it be like an alien cat? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it might have extra eyes, I suppose.
Yeah, it has to, right?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
got to.
I guess, but that's where the spirograph inspiration comes from, where you're experimenting, you come up with like this really beautiful thing that you're like, wow, that's really alluring. What is it going to look like on this? I don't know, because it's like spirograph is just pen on paper. It doesn't take any 3D form, but the patterns, I don't know. Maybe I'm maybe I'm just easily pleased
By shapes.
by shapes
And lights.
and lights and things. But
Well, I think that is quite like to have something that is the initial design itself might be fairly simply constructed, but what's interesting about it is the interaction with the environment that you place it on. Having those two things come together.
It'd have to be some sort of like unlock system, right? To get new parts
Right.
for your
Yeah,
ship.
you can't just start with like
you have
any design
everything
that I want.
You need to
you want a new cog, to make that
That's it.
Yeah.
different.
Like maybe it's if you hit a new material that somehow unlocks from your replicator or something a new part. Then you're like, oh, now I can hit the grass and things.
It will do this.
I can't think of any materials today. I don't know what's going on. The wool planet. You land on the wool planet. So I've got a new engine, and maybe that you can position that. Maybe it makes it harder to fly somehow. Like you got to choose where it goes.
Oh, I think that's too much.
Do you think that's too much?
Flying difficulty, I think. I think.
What
the
about
flying
combat
should
and
it should all just be like
taking over a whole empire? No, okay.
maybe too far.
How long, this is an important
Really
question in Twitch chat, how long until you, and I think this is the correct terminology, until you go dick crazy? That's not the question
Well,
they
I
put
think
in
that's
there, but...
immediate usually, isn't it? That's
So you would just
Get it
first-
out of your
You've got to
system,
get it out of
right?
the way,
Yeah.
haven't you? Because
Okay.
it's like Power Wash Sim. The first thing I do on a fresh
Right.
Right, of course.
is to draw the penis, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now the work really begins.
So the first, like,
Yeah.
My
if this
job
is
here
a...
is done, but now we
I mean,
on to the rest.
there would be an achievement, right? We'd have to have some sort of image recognition and be like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Did
that
a
is being
penis
trained on
ding.
some data,
Right.
so where are you getting that from? Okay. So the first few planets in this massively multiplayer game
They're gonna be
is going to be
completely-
just dick.
Well, not just dicks. Like you could
It's
go.
going to be like 90% dick.
You could revisit your planet, a planet again, but you might like turn it around slightly, or adjust the orbit and be like, oh, this place hasn't been dickified yet.
Yeah, no one dicked this
Just
yet.
one patch of land.
Guess I will.
This one wheat field hasn't been digged,
Yeah.
so we can go for that one.
Okay, but as you travel further out, and you start to only see the patterns from people that have played the game more,
Well, if-
and therefore actual artists.
Oh, they become more. Well, yeah. Like I really want to see people share things because if the tools that you have are fairly simple,
Yeah.
I want to see. Imagine going to a planet and you see that someone has created like a self-portrait,
Like the Mona
using
Lisa.
yeah something incredible using basically like spirograph tools.
Yeah.
that'd be cool, yeah.
So I wonder,
But
like,
obviously, when you get really close to it, you can see the like.
It's made up
It's
of
just
tiny
made of
penises.
penis.
Well, no, I just mean you can
It's
see.
like one of those pictures that's
That's
like
it,
made
yeah.
out of a smaller picture.
Oh
It's
no,
all
it's
pieces.
dick all the way down.
It's dick through and through.
But you can also see civilians like looking at it and just being like, "Whoa, no."
Oh man, what does this mean?
It's maybe like Stonehenge, right? It's actually just an O.
I think they say dicks.
It's maybe just
Yeah.
dicks after
It's just
all.
one of the balls. That's all it is.
It is,
you know.
yeah.
Where's
Where's
the
the
rest
other
of
Used to be a-
Stonehenge?
It used to be a word, but all the other letters have
Fallen
gone.
over.
I see.
Or
Right, yeah.
that, just Earth has the one letter.
Right.
Right.
Oh, so
Maybe
we need
if you
to.
line them up right.
Spells out Stonehenge.
Is here. No.
Yeah, but that you never know. Like we see a tiny fragment of what was civilization bygone ideas.
Do you believe in aliens?
I like this become really like off
Yeah,
for this podcast. By the way, we're now an alien
Yeah.
podcast.
Tell us about your experience with aliens, really quick.
I feel like we are in a vast enough universe that we cannot be the only people and life forms to exist out of probability. There has to be other intelligent life. There has
That is
to
the
be.
correct answer.
That's really wise and brave of you to say. Anyway, let's
You're
get back to
wrong.
those dicks.
Yeah.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
You discussed this idea already with Mr. Yogscast himself, Lewis.
Yes, I have. He was very, very critical.
Okay,
What about?
Oh,
specifically?
he made me cry. No, he didn't. I think he was just.
Did he have any ideas to make this better? Was he just immediately like,
That's-
this is dog shit?
That's terrible.
Don't talk to me again.
Yeah, and my initial thought was, oh my gosh, I hope nobody steals my.
You made him sign an NDA.
Yeah, I made everybody sign NDAs. But I was like, oh, haha, I hope nobody steals my idea. But then he's like, well, surely you want it to be made because you want to play it. And I was like, yeah,
true,
I suppose.
I'm not going to make it.
Well, thank you.
I'm not a game developer.
Oh, okay. Well, like that shit is not
I
game
could
made.
if I wanted to.
Yeah, I could.
But I think, what he was saying was like it will end up in like the many vast, like oversaturated market where it is just forgettably boring or banal.
Well, we've proven now there is no crop circle simulator except one game on itch.
One on itch.
What do you do in that game? Can I buy it?
You can hang on. Let me just.
Can you buy it? Can we play it now?
Let me do some research real quick. If you keep talking about dicks or something.
Okay.
Or maybe
I want to know more about your alien abilities.
Well, what do you think?
I probably do actually think the same.
Yeah.
But
Like I'm not fully like tinfoil hat, like ancient aliens kind of. They built the
what
pyramids.
I really want is I just want Do you remember the setup you played Mass Effect?
Can I? This is another hot take of mine. Don't really like Mass Effect.
Don't like Mass Effect. That's,
probably should have opened with that
Join us
one.
next time on.
so the opening of that, like, the whole setup for that is that they find like what is it, like a thing on Mars, basically.
Right.
That then just skyrockets our technology forward by thousands and thousands of years. I want that to happen where we suddenly and then we get thrust into
The space age.
yeah, where all of a sudden we are like tiny little, we're like the underdogs in like a big world of like it's super galactic politics. That's what I want to happen.
Yeah, similar to the Half-Life plot.
Is that in Half-Life? Does that happen in Half-Life?
kind of.
Oh, I guess there's like
When the Combine arrived.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
It turns out that the
Forgot that was a
Combine
thing.
are like,
No spoilers. No.
they are, basically capturing, enslaving
oh, they do, don't they?
planets that have water.
That has, I think, maybe the best opening of the game ever.
Half-Life 2, Rise and Shine, Mr. Friedman, Rise and Shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste.
I
Unless,
know I
well,
set him up for that. He does this.
the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
Are you the G?
Are you okay?
I think it'd be really obvious if I started like talking like G-Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, this itch.io game is it's called Crop Circle Simulator. So the idea of this one is you're just a dude making fake crop circles.
That's what you said you did.
So you've been
That is precisely the opposite.
yeah. So it says here you've been tasked by the government and you're making crop circles in order to fool the news and the locals alike. But you've been given like a symbol.
Want to do that?
And you have to like so it's like a first person game from the looks of things, and you're walking around like a sunflower field and you just have to replicate the pattern they've given you on a clipboard.
I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Without getting caught, or is that
Maybe
no jeopardy?
Oh yeah, keep a close eye on your clipboard, but watch out for the pesky helicopter. So pretty cool. I think it's free.
Oh,
There you go.
I'll play
Right,
it.
well,
Cool, yeah.
now.
But to me,
Anyway,
that
thanks for
sounds-
the hashtag ad. Crop Circle Simulator available now.
When did it come out?
I don't know.
I mean, that sounds fun. I will try it, but I think a first-person perspective sounds frustrating and quite clunky. And if you can't,
Well, you can't be very creative with it, I think.
Well, you have to follow
a guy
specific
like
thing.
Oh, okay.
I think
you
it's
can't be
like-
creative at all.
This has
not
now just
great, it's not
become
great.
let's review this game we haven't played. But
Yeah, I hate
I
it.
like the idea of you're just following a clipboard and you're just walking around first person, and then I presume at the end of it will zoom out and show you
and
what
reveal
you've done.
how close
Yeah,
you
That's
are.
pretty
I mean, that could be
cool.
funny if it's completely off. But I think it would work
It's
better.
a dick again.
Yeah.
How does this keep happening?
No matter how many times I try. Did your game? Did you have an idea of the name of your game, or was that totally open?
Oh no, that did not even occur to me.
Bryony had a good one in the chat, which was
I don't believe you,
really-
but go on.
Alien Art Attack. They've been talking about Neil Buchanan.
Alien
for a while.
Art.
Okay.
right, sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Alien
too.
Buchanan.
Because we talked about like graffiti, I thought like something tagging could be quite good.
Oh, what's like
Something to do
a
with-
planetary one?
The issue is that
Planet
Chris is
Tag.
normally the pun guy.
He's
Yeah,
the
he
name
comes up
guy.
with good
And
Oh shit.
he's not here today, so I think we're going to end up with Crop Circle Simulator 2, the sequel to that one game on itch.
Actually, it isn't even like it's the opposite of that.
Oh, Alien Art Farm. Like
Alien art farm.
Oh,
That's
that's
the kind of thing that
good.
Chris-
That's
Is that
good.
Chris that said that?
No, it wasn't Chris. but-
Steven's
Rocket.
rocket.
All right.
Orbitag.
Thanks, Steven.
Oh, great.
That's good.
Orbitag is great. I like
Yeah,
that one.
That's very good.
Okay. All right. Can we get
Can we always farm out our
A-
generation of the chat? Because that's
we
great.
call Chris?
Call Chris.
Can we get a quick? He's trying.
I'll try.
While he does that, can you give us a quick rundown of what this game now, Orbitag, currently is before we move on?
Sure. Yeah. I guess the game that we've.
I don't have his number. Oh my god, that's
Oh. If you've got Chris's number, chat, can you please
put it in
share
chat
it
for us, yeah.
so we can call Chris?
how long have we been doing this fucking podcast?
6 years,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
So sorry, Chris.
We never use our phones. like,
Just use Discord.
call them on Discord.
Anyway.
Sorry, yeah. Orbitag.
Orbitag.
Or Alien Art Farm. whichever
Alien
you
Art
prefer.
Farm, Orbitag.
Carry on.
I guess what we've come up with is you are an alien civilization, life form,
Yeah.
with the capability of visiting different planetary surfaces and
It's on another line. Just a message after the tone.
He can't. He's on a phone call right now.
oh.
I found his number.
He's trying to call you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, that is it.
Sorry, carry on. That's really
So-
unprofessional.
Different planetary surfaces.
surfaces and environments
Yeah.
and experiment with your craft and technology
Uh-huh.
to see what you can make with what you have, I guess.
I guess
I'm not
the
very
what-
good at summaries, I'm sorry.
No, that is pretty much everything that we had so far. But it did make me realise that one thing that we didn't decide on is how do you get? Maybe this is a question for you, James. How do we upgrade or alter our design making capabilities? Because otherwise, you don't want to start with everything, right?
No,
You wanna be
I
able
think you
to-
just have, you have your toolbox, right? You've got, these are the parts that you've got available to you. Maybe there's some
But how do
basic
you get
shapes.
new?
Well, I
tools?
think it would be like each part, maybe once it makes contact with a new surface, maybe it charges up enough to earn you points that you can spend in the replicator to unlock new parts, or maybe you
Okay.
can discover them on other planets. Maybe it's like
discovering. That could
remnants
be like-
of
yeah, yeah.
other people's spaceships, and you can add it to your collection. So there's an exploration element as well
Yeah.
There could be a really light narrative element where you see, so not multiplayer, but you see other civilizations' patterns.
So you
Oh, it's
want to
really
be an
good.
artist. You're an alien, you want to be an artist.
Yeah.
And planets are your canvas.
Exactly. And you see maybe other aliens from your civilization or other civilizations have made crop circles already on those planets, and you learn from those designs.
Like they're different
Like,
medium.
Yeah, or like different tools. Basically, we'll give you
Yeah.
ideas for different tools, and then what has
You okay then, Tom?
Oh, I sent a message to Chris saying I need a name for a Banksy-like planet tagging game with crop circles ASAP, and he said,
No.
he said, not going to lie, Tom, I was having an almighty poo. But he is now racking his brain as we
I
speak.
thought
So
he was going to
alright.
say, not going to lie, Tom, that is a terrible idea.
yeah. Why would I?
This
So-
game sounds like shit.
we should hopefully get
Speaking
an idea.
of foods,
Yeah.
this game is shit.
Okay, so if currently between what was it, Orbitag and Alien Art Farm, what's your favorite?
I think Orbitag. I think that's catchy. and
Orbitag.
quick.
Orbitag's pretty clever.
Pretty good. But we'll see what Chris has. Maybe
All right,
Chris
well-
has got something even.
Yeah, that's it.
He might
What-
be shitted out.
While we wait for Chris to get back to us, we should move on to the next bit, which I think might be a good time to do a 404 if everyone has
Room 404.
something.
Alex, what's 404?
So 404 is like Room 101, which if you don't know what that
What's
is,
room 101?
So, okay. Room 404 is a place where game ideas go to die and are never allowed back out. We drop them in a hole, in a trapdoor, and then they are just cast into oblivion.
Yeah. Well, we do this one by one, and then at the end we have to vote for one of them.
Yeah, we each come with an idea of something that we don't like in games, and it can't be an easy thing like I don't like bad games or I don't like bad graphics. Something that everyone can read. It has to be something that you can argue and you feel potentially passionate about enough that you know other people might disagree with, but that you think you can argue a good argument for to never exist in games.
Okay.
And we'll each bring one to the table, and then we get to vote on the one that goes in at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who goes first?
Well, I haven't thought of one, so
Okay.
please.
Well, should we start with? Should we go clockwise? Should we start with you then?
You want me to go first? Okay. Mine's kind of games adjacent. Okay. Well, it's very much involved, but it's not like specific to games. It's review systems. So Steam reviews, platform-specific star systems.
Steam reviews.
Hang on, are you getting rid of reviews entirely?
I'm getting rid of reviews.
That's a very
okay. Why?
game dev thing.
Because I think they colour people's view of a game before they've actually tried it themselves.
Isn't that the point?
No, because no.
Influences other people's opinions.
We've all like had the whole thing where it's like, oh, I watched the trailer and it sort of put me off. It's like, but the same thing kind of applies here, where it's like I saw, oh, it's only 76 out of 100. I'm not going to do it.
I only play games that are 95%.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's got 25,000 reviews. It must be good. Oh, it's only got 40 reviews. I'm not going to play that game. You know, I think the numbers and everything just colour people's view of the game before they would even try it.
I can understand that there is like a boiling down of, because for me, there's like it used to be that like, oh, if it's over 80, then I'm interested, and now it's like, oh, if it's very positive or above,
right,
on Steam.
Well, that's just the
Steam
variant of it, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but I can understand maybe getting rid of that, and that having reviews. I feel like you need
so this is it. I think you should be allowed to comment. I think I mean there already is the feature. You can write like in the discussion threads like, here's a thing about this game. And you always see it, don't you, with the Steam review? It's like, oh, I put 150,000 hours into this game, but oh, it's woke, so thumbs down.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's immediately, or they'll hold a developer ransom by saying, I would give this a thumbs up if they put this one feature in the game that I really want. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's too open to be weaponized, and I think it's too. I think it colours people's views.
I think classic example of that was when, an example was when Helldivers 2 was, they wanted it. What it was like they were bringing it
forcing you to sign up to the PlayStation
which
network,
was impossible for some people. In certain,
so they would just lose access to the game if they didn't, and because they couldn't.
The sabotaging of the reviews on Steam actually got them to reverse that
which
decision.
Was pivotal, I think, because I think that's going to happen. Stuff like that might happen because that's the first time that a game of that size has actually been that affected by
bullied
reviews. Which is
they got bullied.
Crazy.
Did they totally reverse it? I can't remember now. But you're right. They have. It does work. I mean, we got a good Sonic in the same vein, right? Where people were like, they were able to be vocal about it, but not having it tied to a review system. I think
justice for ugly Sonic.
Just like. I don't know. I think it's.
I can agree. Like if you
like a whole star system, it's like unless it's a 5 out of 5, it's a terrible game, right?
I think certain reviewers do things better in the way they present them, because when you're just flicking through Steam reviews, how often are you actually reading the full review, or are you just seeing red thumbs down, blue thumbs up?
Mostly positive.
Yeah.
You're looking at the graph or something,
Because I use reviews not to buy games, but as like a confirmation of how I feel about a game.
Yeah, it's sort of
because if I'm playing a game and I know that people are loving it and I'm not enjoying it, I'm going to scroll through until I find a thumbs down and be like, okay, you feel how I feel?
Not crazy? Yeah, I guess it's like me and Hades. A lot of people are like, you must be.
I wonder what the negative reviews of Hades are.
Woke.
Too hard.
But I think that's it. I think I understand it's controversial. It probably won't win. I get it. But like, I think it's just we need the system. Consumers need the system. I think it's you can prevent obviously bad things because you can just see there's overwhelmingly negative reviews. But I think for a lot of indies, I think it's used against them. I think it places too much onus on, it's clearly a stinker of a game because it's only got 20 reviews or something like that. I think just strip all that out, get rid of Steam reviews.
Just straight up, Steam reviews completely gone.
That's what I would vote for. Yeah.
Were they always a thing? Because I feel like I remember.
I don't think so.
Reviews.
Yeah, well, no, reviews on when reviews. But
How long have people had opinions about stuff?
I think Steam reviews must be something that has only been introduced in like the last. Because I remember buying stuff on Steam just because I was like, well, I want to own this game.
I mean,
it wasn't ever like, oh, this apparently is not everyone's cup of tea.
It's a really good point because there's, I want to say they've always been there, but I don't remember. It's not like I downloaded Steam to play Half-Life 2.
Yeah. Orange Box.
It's not like I got that because it was overwhelmingly positive.
No.
But then after that, I can't remember that. There definitely was some point where the route that I take to purchase a game wasn't like stopped from like, oh, I've heard people talk about it on podcasts, or I've read a review of it in a magazine or something, or I've seen a video or whatever it is, to I've seen the thumbnail on the store page, I've hovered over it and it said overwhelmingly positive.
Right.
And that is when I became, and that's probably happened in the past, like, I don't know. Steam's been around for a long time now.
A very long
I think it's like around 10 years ago, I think reviews have been a thing.
That's
so
what
it's
I would...
a decent amount of time. Long enough for us to say
what,
it's forever. I don't remember buying Magicka based on reviews.
Yeah, or Bastion.
Yeah.
There's like so many games that are like The Binding of Isaac, Braid.
I might amend it slightly. And I think it's a wording issue.
Right, sure. Okay, so we're not getting rid of Steam reviews. All reviews.
I know. Normally with these kind of 404s, we have to go nuclear, right? But I think for this to have a chance to be a contender, I think it's an issue of wording. So if a game is 80% on Steam, it's very positive. If it's 79.999%, it's mostly positive.
Sure.
Right.
And I think when you see something like that, I think that colours people's view.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Of the game immediately. I think
I definitely, basically, anytime I see an orange text, mixed reviews down to red, I'm like,
but that could be 60%. That's a pass.
Anytime a new game comes out and it's mixed to begin with, I'll wait like a couple of days because it's probably a load of people who patches like that, and then see how it goes. But I've definitely skipped over games where I see the mixed reviews because I'm like...
I mean, we saw it all with Silksong, right? Everyone's going, oh, game's fucking shit. It's not 90% or 95% out of it. I'm like... Are you insane? This game's amazing. Like,
sure.
So someone just said in chat that the Steam launched in 2003 and player reviews began in 2013. It's been 12 years since reviews were available and 22 years since the platform.
I feel like it was a thing that...
I feel so old.
I found out I redeemed Orange Box in 2007, so I've had my Steam account since then. So
I got it. I got it in 2003, I think.
Is my math bad? Is that 18 years?
Can you find out how long your account's been active?
Yeah, it tells you on your if you go to your profile, I think it has a little badge.
It shows you when you first, like, I guess for most people or most of us it's Orange Box, right? So when
I had it before. I had Orange Box was it had TF2,
Portal. Left. No, didn't have Left.
No,
Portal and Half-Life Episode 3.
Episode 3?
Sorry, 2. Half-Life Episode 3.
It was episode. So it was Half-Life 2, Episode 1, and Episode 2, I think.
And
is that the greatest?
And Portal and
game ever?
So 5 games. It's
the Orange Box.
The 5 probably best games ever made. In just one thing. And you get to use, well, the downside at the time was you have to download this software that you don't know what it does. I remember thinking like, I don't want to download this program. I have to use this thing to play this game.
God, it was nuts, wasn't it? You bought a CD to then go home and install Steam.
Yeah.
Did it just have the keys on it or something, or did it have the actual games to install?
Because The Sims used to be like that as well. I remember you would get like an expansion pack that would have a disc, and then you had a key to basically authenticate your copy so it could be used again.
Oh my God.
I think.
Sorry, a disc?
A disc.
Yeah.
A disc.
Can you imagine?
I know.
Think about the floppy
I remember
disk,
my
say.
code when I bought Spore had already been used somehow.
Really?
So I couldn't install it the day I got
just
it.
brute forced it.
sucks.
And I can't remember what I did to solve it. I think I just returned the game, but like, I got a new one. But yeah, somehow the key
Has
was gone.
anyone ever bought a game on Steam that was mostly positive or negative and
Right.
liked it?
Yeah, all the
Yeah?
time. I'm always buying pieces of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, like what? What have you?
Recently,
Yeah. Or the last thing you can remember buying.
So wait, it is mostly negative. Are we saying it
let's
falls
say
into that?
let's say negative.
negative.
Yeah.
There was.
I've got no idea.
Surely
what actually.
we played Duncan and I. We played some real stinky.
I
stinky.
feel like you're probably not because of your job, your line of work. You play a lot of games. You have to choose a lot of games, right? So your pool is probably a lot larger than most
Vast,
people.
yeah, very vast. And I think, for people like yourselves who may not have as much time to dedicate to that, it's like you've got a
You're
very
going to say money.
no, you've got very limited
Might not be able to
time.
afford as many games.
Okay. All right.
But your time is precious, and you want to play something good when you're
which is
when you
where I
have the opportunity to
like-
play something.
But yeah, which I think is why people react so strongly to the numbers, or why we kind of like look at very positive or overwhelmingly, and that's the thing that ticks us over.
Yeah.
Damn it! I thought I had one there. Civ 7 is mixed reviews, not negative. I was convinced it would be falling
Okay,
into
so
the negative. That one.
there are some things that I would buy if they are negative.
But they're part of a franchise,
Yeah, so basically,
You wouldn't just dive deep into a random.
any tennis game I will buy.
Right. Okay.
Any tennis game, really?
Just regardless of quality.
Do you? I
Yeah.
never pictured you as a big tennis. Who's your favourite
My favorite tennis player.
tennister?
Name every tennis
Yeah,
racket.
that's what they're called. Name every tennis.
Name every racket.
There's the strings. the
Great.
strings
Okay. So.
Badminton,
Yeah. That's
tennis.
one. Yeah, that's true. Actually, there are multiple rackets. Yeah, there you go.
True. All right.
Good. Yeah. So any tennis.
This bit is not making it into the Pickaxe week like highlights next year.
I'm not cutting it out. It's fine.
because I think what I like, those kinds of games are so specific to, like, there's certain mechanics or certain kinds of physics that people like people just have different opinions on. And I guess that's the same with different games as well. Like it's probably with survivor likes. There are probably a lot of survivor likes that are like, some games have mostly negative, but plenty of people really, really like them.
Yeah.
Just because the game feel of them isn't like Vampire Survivors. It's different enough that if you're expecting Vampire Survivors and it's not that, you're not going to enjoy it. Whereas if you play a lot of them, you might be more discerning.
You know what you're looking for, and you're going to
Yeah.
get it in this
Exactly.
probably.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get rid of review.
Hey, we've got to wait
I don't
till
think
the
we can get rid of
voting
reviews.
stage, Tom. Don't jump the shark.
Oh yeah, we
No, we have to do the for and against.
We spent
Them's
like
the rules.
20 minutes on this one. We're not going to have enough time.
I think
Brilliant.
some reviewers do reviews in better ways than others do, in that they have their entire article of their thoughts and their perspectives, and then at the very, very, very bottom is when they actually put their score. Some other people are just like, this is a 6 out of 10, and then they have. Most people will look at that page and be like, okay, 6 out of 10. I'm not going to bother reading about it.
I've changed it now. I just want to get rid of the text that says overwhelmingly positive, very
Okay.
positive, mostly positive, mixed, negative. Get rid of that.
Okay, so to just to confirm then, so you're
And also get rid of all Steam
sentencing-
reviews.
You're getting rid of review sentencing.
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah.
Where
You're
someone
putting
hits the hammer at the end and is like 7 out of 10, bam. But if it was a full written review without without a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a number attached to it at the end.
I think that would be. That's what I would think is better in a civilized world.
I mean, I agree. I think all reviews you should have to actively read them in order to see what you think of what that person thinks of it. I want to do a slight tangent on this. I want to get rid of or normalize what the out of 10 system means. I want everyone to. I want to come to a global standard of what a 5 out of 10 actually is. Because if someone says a 5 out of 10, you're probably thinking it's a piece of shit. That is right in the middle. That's average.
Yeah.
This is the problem, but it's never no matter what you do, even if you were to reset everything and everyone in the world agreed 5 out of 10 is average and that's fine.
Yeah.
Then
so if I see a 4 out of 10, I'm like, okay, it's just slightly less than average.
Yeah.
A 6 out of 10, that's pretty good.
But eventually,
not great.
it's going to rise. That's going to change again because, as Osie was saying, everyone's time is like you. No one is going to. Well, most people are not going to say, "Oh, I have so much time in the day, basically, or so much time. I have so much money to spend. I'm not going to buy a game or a film."
Oh, I thought you were bragging. I've got so much time and I've got so much money.
I'm not gonna spend a money on a 5 out of 10 game.
I'm not going to spend money.
You don't want to spend the money on it, but like a 5 out of 10 should just be like, this is just a bog standard. This is fine. It will do. It will pass the time. If a 10 out of 10 comes out, and it will almost never come out.
That's life changing.
That game needs to change my life. That's my entire identity.
I mean,
I
think what's happened now is the review system has come down to out of 10 scores have actually come down to 1 out of 3 scores. So is it an 8, is it a 9 or a 10? And that's the only number that people consider.
Exactly. Because a 7 out of 10 is like, well, I'm not going to buy it.
So I think you have a very good point. But we should move on to the next one before we run out of time. Does anyone want to go next?
You say clockwise. It's you next.
Okay. So mine is maybe a bit far, but I think that. So we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. With there are a lot of games. I know I've already talked about like cozy games, like wholesome games.
Bring us up to speed.
So
you don't want cozy games.
It's not that I don't. There's a certain kind of game that when you are like, if you're playing like a farming sim or Hades does this as well.
Okay.
When you have dialogue with someone and then it pops up the 2D characters.
You've done this before.
So
right. Okay.
That's what I've done before.
Yeah. For context, he wanted to remove 2D character art from when you talk to people.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like Fire Emblem, if you talk to someone and their character comes up. I didn't understand it at the time. It didn't win.
So the thing that I don't like, the thing that I would like to remove is there's a lot
getting ready
of. Okay. Yes. Basically.
I'm with you.
You want to get rid of dialogue?
Now, whenever I feel like in the last couple of years, the amount of dialogue that you have to have in video games has bloated beyond belief. It's so just to be able to like complete a tutorial, you have like every single character has to be like a memorable, quirky character.
Right.
That is like throwing jokes all over the place and is telling you their life story, and then you just like they'll ask you to go and get a shovel for them, and then you'll bring back the shovel, and then they'll tell you the next 5 years of their life.
Okay,
and crack a bunch of jokes. And you can't just like, I just want the checkbox thing of going around and being like, oh, get this thing for me and do. I don't know. I feel like
I have this on my list, Alex.
I think
this is actually one of my things I was going to bring to the table in the future.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like
dialogue or it's just excessive.
Okay, so this is the problem.
Unnecessary dialogue.
So unnecessary dialogue, which I think most games that I've played recently.
I think you're going to like what I've brought. But we'll get to that when we get to
necessary dialogue.
So
more dialogue.
My feeling is to eliminate that. What you get rid of is any text only game. So because if you have to make someone record that's very expensive. So the words that they're saying has to be quite pithy and it has to be good.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Or at least better.
Than
if you have no word limit and you were just trying to
Yeah, I would say I agree because I've had, like, I've been I think played something. If I'm streaming it, I'm reading the dialogue.
Yeah.
And I'm reading
Are you doing voices and stuff as well?
and I'm like, oh, fuck it hell. It's like taking forever. And it's not interesting.
Exactly.
It doesn't expand their character. It's like, what is all this?
Yeah.
What's the point of this conversation?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even doing like get me a shovel, it's like, why am I doing this? But it's not. Is that a fun task?
No.
But they'll send you on these arbitrary run around fetch quests to somehow give you insight into who you're like, who's in this game, and it's like, I don't really care.
I just want to play the game. I don't want to play. I don't want the game to be just like
my friend.
But yeah. Or just like spamming
Everything-
through the text bubbles.
Date Everything surprised me. Obviously a very, very expensive
I've not
game
played
which
that
has
What game?
100 Date Everything. So
Yeah.
the one where you go around the house talking to furniture and you fuck them. So it has hundreds of voice
You
actors.
actually fuck them.
I think you can fuck them. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, hundreds of voice actors in it. A very, very expensive game. Obviously, would have taken a lot of time and effort in order to get these people in and to record their lines and all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
The tutorial for that game takes fucking ages, and it eventually gets to a point where you're like, just please, just
Let me play.
let me play. And it's a fully voiced game as well, with like actual voice actors that have
Wow, okay.
dedicated their time to it, and they haven't gone with that, compress it down, make it quick route.
But maybe they had an excess of money. But I feel like
Maybe.
if you would,
Well,
if everything was to,
That's my theory.
yeah. So like if you were to, if every piece of dialogue written had to be recorded by a voice actor, then you would have to be more selective about what you write. I feel like, so I think get rid of all written only non-voice acted dialogue in games.
The game that came to mind when I was going to suggest this is a game called Haste. Have you played that? It's,
That's
Landfall.
Landfall.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
If you ever played Tiny Wings, the little iOS game where you had to sort of catch the curve of like a mountain and
It's
a little
Flappy
bird.
Bird.
It's basically that, but 3D.
Okay, I was
And
just guessing that.
the whole,
Not it.
it's like you just want to go fast, right? The whole game is you run fast, you catch the curve of the land, and you sort of roguelike run through a load of different scenarios. The whole thing is going fast, and then all of a sudden here's like 10 minutes of portrait text dialogue, and I'm like, I don't care. I just want to run fast. I just want to jump. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And I don't care about any of the characters. The story, I don't care about. I just want to run. It's like Sonic, right? Sonic level 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
I get to run fast.
Yeah.
By the end of it, it's like run, stop, jump, so platform.
Platform,
I just want to run fast.
I just want to go loopy loop.
Just want to go loop de loops. Just give me
loop
5 hours of loop de loop,
Yeah.
and I'm happy.
Just said, Alex, if that's your rule, Disco Elysium wouldn't exist. Disco Elysium is fully voiced now.
Now,
Can
it
I-
wasn't on release.
Can I have a hot take?
Yes, you absolutely can. That's the
Hate
idea
that
of this.
game as well.
Well, now I am not. So, I got it on Steam. No, I didn't. I got it on.
You pirated
Switch.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got it on Switch, and I apparently the worst way to play Disco Elysium.
I didn't even know it was
The
on
worst
Switch.
way. I've heard it was.
It's on like Android now as well. Right? It's on mobile,
Okay.
I think, as well, which apparently is also.
Anyway, holy shit, bored out of my fucking.
Now, was this
skull.
was this the earliest version of it where it wasn't voiced?
I guess so. I didn't have. Maybe.
There's no way I would have played that if
It was
it wasn't
putting
voiced.
Yeah,
me
same.
to sleep. I was
I-
feeling I was reading a book.
It is
I was
very.
reading a fucking book.
I actually say so. For me, Disco
I
Elysium
enjoyed it.
is the
It's
exception.
wanky as hell.
It's incredibly wanky.
Is it because I get the impression of that game that it is very what's the word pretentious.
Yeah, very. Yeah, it's super pretty.
But it sort of is okay.
I-
It's really good.
Meridian is furious. I said it was a hot take. I don't expect people to agree with me on this at all. And my opinion is not law.
So I love Disco Elysium, and for me it's the exception that proves the rule. It's the one game that I happily would play without any voice. I read
That's
everything.
insane.
Did you
Actually
play it
insane.
without
I,
the voice?
Yep, I did.
You did? Okay.
I loved it.
didn't.
And then when I went to play it through again, I turned off the voice because I didn't.
That's insane.
To read it. But
The voice acting.
but I also
so
do
good.
agree with you. Like it is really pretentious and it is full of itself.
Right.
But despite that, I still like it.
I think as well, like, I don't know. I've missed the days of like when you could make a game, and it doesn't have to be like some fucking like insight into say it's like, oh, it's got a means. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want
Yeah, yeah.
want
just
like
want it to be
here are
fun.
game mechanics.
Yeah.
Here's go.
Do it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people hate on Jonathan Blow for many reasons. Like he's not, but I remember playing Braid before I knew anything about the guy, and I was like blown away.
Braid was amazing.
I was blown
Yeah.
away. I was like, this is fantastic. It's told me literally how
It was just like a super solid mechanic. And
what
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, off you go. You don't have to be good at it straight away.
Did you play The
Hold our
Witness?
hand. Sorry?
Did you play The Witness?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Pretentious.
Well,
but you
the
can
story
still-
is
Yeah.
like
it
I
has this-
love 98% of the game.
I thought
The
it was
tape records you find, shut the fuck up.
yeah. The bit when you
yeah.
go into the
The puzzle, I love the puzzles. I love the perspective things. I
Yeah.
love exploring the island.
the
It's
first
incredible.
time
It
you
was
realize how the
beautiful
Yeah.
as well. And like what an experience, and like I don't know, I loved that part of it.
Yeah.
Doing the puzzles,
Yeah.
exploring, finding like you say, the illusions and like perspective.
the first time the perspective shift happened, you realize that that's a thing in the
Yeah.
world. Is
Like the discovery of the puzzle. It's an incredible. It's honestly, it's one of my favorite games. I have no idea what it's actually about.
No.
There's like these tape recordings, and it's just
the bit where you have to
fuck up.
watch like the Tarkovsky clip of the guy with the candle. Remember walking across? It shows a clip from a movie. Did you get to that bit? It's like under a church, like underneath a.
They're still that thing is still playing in a projector on a wall, and I've already left. I've solved 7 puzzles since that stopped.
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
What does it mean?
Since it started, even I've got no idea.
Have you played Viewfinder? The one where you got the Polaroid camera and you
I
take
haven't, but
pictures.
that looks really cool.
Ooh.
That
Same kind of thing where
is
there's
also
like
going to tie into my thing as well. My 404.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, same thing where there's recordings and you listen to blah blah blah. I don't really care. I just want to play the puzzles. I just want to play the game.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
play. So we have fun.
For spoken.
I think there is a place as well for like an exploration into something deeper, but I don't like it when it's like veiled as like, I don't know. I think there's a fine line of it being like, wow, that's a really interesting, thought-provoking experience I've had, next to like, oh, this is just a pretentious
Yeah.
piece of wank.
Outer
like,
Wilds is
self-indulgent.
the most profound experience I've had playing a game, and it wasn't fed to me. Like
Well, that was really-
the
'cause it was-
feelings you're
yeah.
meant to feel playing that game, and when you finish it for the first time, it's not someone sat in front of a camera saying, "Feel sad now."
The problem with Outer Wilds though is that because it is so like it's incredibly well designed, but I think because it does have that element of openness, you can just kind of discover it in your own way, in a sense that it's very easy to also not have a good experience with it on the first time. Which didn't you say you played a bit of it, Outer Wilds, or is that the one where you go into you start off on a little planet?
Not the Obsidian
Not
RPG,
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
Oh,
Outer Wild.
Right, no, I think I was very,
Oh, okay.
apologies. Yeah, I've heard mixed things about the Outer Wilds.
Outer
I
Wilds.
think you might be thinking of World.
yeah,
Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds.
Just
Definitely.
very confused.
Yeah.
You got the wrong person to be on here.
Outer Wilds
I
exploration
don't
puzzle
actually know
game.
any. I've never actually played.
I've not played a game.
The game.
I've never played a video game,
Why are
guys.
you here?
Yeah, not sure.
Okay, so right, we should probably move on from.
All right, okay. So mine,
We're confusing
honestly, it
people.
does kind of tie in, but I think it might be more digestible because Borderlands 4 has just come out. It has. So my thing is not
Mixed.
necessarily something to remove from a game. I want every game to have this going forward. So kind of different to the usual sort of trend that we do in 404. But Borderlands 4 just came out, and in the audio settings, there is a specific slider for claptrap.
Yes.
I want every
Did you hear
game
that?
to have a shut the fuck up button.
I thought to have a no claptrap.
Yeah, you can literally just turn claptrap down to 0
Yeah.
and keep the rest of the game.
'Cause
Really?
He's incredibly.
He's
annoying.
just constant. I want every game to have this. I want to be able to even character by character, I can just I just never want to hear your voice ever again. Which reminds me of Viewfinder, because you mentioned that. I think there's a very popular clip of, I can't remember who it was now, but the first time the character speaks in that, and it's like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. And he immediately opens the settings, turns the voice down, and then carries on playing the game and has a great time with it, because it's a puzzle game ultimately.
Yeah.
I want everyone to just. I want, even if it is, like Ridian says, the biggest options menu you've ever seen. I want sliders for every noise, especially
every noise.
Specifically eating noise. Get rid of that. That every game should have an option to turn that off.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that's actually
thing,
a really
that
good.
That does come up
very
occasionally.
Yeah.
It's not in Abiotic Factor, I don't think. I want every, even if it spoils the game. And I'm going through the settings. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's in the game for like a sequel or whatever. I don't care. I'm turning him off. Just a big shut the fuck up button.
But then it does. There has to be a point where you. There should at least be a button that's like, play this game how it's intended to be played.
Well, I was going to say an example of this is Lost Ember, which is a game that I played very briefly on stream.
Is that the fox one?
Yeah, you play as, and you can be different animals. And at the very start, it was like, would you like the voice dialogue? Like, do you want dialogue in this?
Okay.
And I was like, well, I've not played it, so I need a little bit of insight.
Yeah.
But I assume it's quite a relaxing, replayable game. So I guess if you were redoing it, you might want the guy to just not fucking talk to you. And I think that's amazing. I think that's a really good option to have.
Yeah, I can see that. I think
XCOM has the mod to shut Central up.
I don't remember Central being annoying.
He talks constantly.
Oh, really?
I think he also, when you first start a game as well, he gives you loads of tutorials, unskippable, like an alien appears and he's like, whoa, a big alien. You know what that means, Commander? It means you have to kill him. By the way, let me tell you about this thing. Like, please, let me take my turn. Let me take my fucking turn, please, Central, shut the fuck up. And you have to install the mod.
There was a game I played recently that was like, I can't remember what it was. It would have been something that I 100%ed, because that's what I've been doing recently.
Right.
What was the last one that do you remember
what
have I played?
You 100%?
Yeah, before Witcher.
I feel like you should know this, having spent hundreds of hours in a game. Last of Us 2.
No, it wasn't Last of Us 2.
The Witcher, Street Fighter.
No, it wasn't Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat? Was that one? No,
I haven't done that. But anyway, it was basically
this
like...
is concerning that you don't remember.
It was
blocked it out. It was such a fun time.
It was
he would have spent hundreds of hours in this.
It was basically like having to, where you have like characters that you'll talk to they'll stop talking, like it happens in the Last of Us games actually. When you walk away from them, they'll just be like, okay, sure, whatever. And they'll stop talking, and you come back, and then they'll continue the dialogue.
Yeah.
So it was that, but the game wouldn't continue on to the next thing unless you heard them out all the way.
Sure.
So you would walk away,
but
they would talk for a really long time.
They want you to listen to every word.
They wanted you to listen to everything, even though what they were saying wasn't relevant or important to the. They wanted you to sit there and listen to the whole thing, which would be like 40 seconds, and then the door would open to go to the next bit.
Ugh.
But if you tried to walk away and be like, I just want to go through the door wouldn't open. You had to go back and listen to them.
Yeah,
go through the whole thing.
Yeah,
that was really frustrating.
How infuriating.
Yeah.
Also, there's like plenty of games like that. Game Company is one of my favorite.
What do they do?
Like Flower, Journey.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That you don't need any
games.
exposition.
Yeah.
But you feel so much without any dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, what an amazing experiences.
Have you played Brothers?
I have, yes.
That's one of my favorite games for like games that don't have really dialogue or really any exposition or anything. Like, it just sets you off on the journey.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
But I find those games as like as pretentious as that sounds, they are so unpretentious. I feel like it's an actual meaningful, like crafted experience.
Yeah, well, in a way, it's like it feels quite like, okay, not saying to be pretentious, but it feels kind of like quite pure in what a video game should be, where it's just like stripping back the game to
Making the most of what
mechanics.
an interactive thing can be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Rather than just.
No, I just want a button to mute the volume. That's what I'm talking about. Just an option slider. We've run out of time, by the way.
Oh, no.
So
my
did you?
God.
Did you?
Oh, yeah,
very
did you have
quickly,
one?
Do you have one? If not, that's fine. We've run out of time.
I was thinking of something and
Okay.
I've forgotten about it. So I guess
I think you
Just say
might
bad
be up
games.
there with wanky games, to be honest. I think
There is a poll in Twitch chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
wanky games. I think, just basically, I guess people bashing people that don't have appreciation for, like, oh, you didn't like Disco Elysium, you must be fucking stupid. You obviously don't get it. It's like, no, just because I'm not willing
Oh, really?
to
You really struck it out.
Rivian goes into room 404.
I know he was joking in chat. I know you were joking.
we know. But no, I think just like the people being like, wow, you can't enjoy, you obviously aren't intelligent enough. You
Like
don't
gatekeeping.
understand it.
It's like-
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Kind of
Like the Hades
gatekeeping.
situation.
Let people like what they
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yeah.
Stop being weird about
Stop
it.
Well, we did
being an
open
arsehole.
up when you said you didn't like Hades. We all went, oh, shut the fuck up.
Right. And, I think you should.
I can't believe
So
it.
basically-
Pitch, please,
No,
is
I
being
didn't do
going
that.
for
I
it.
just said it when you said you didn't like Mass Effect. I was like, let's end the podcast.
Yeah.
And
But of course it is. Yeah.
But there's plenty of games that I'll talk about to people, and they've been like, that's shit, and I'm like, okay. But I'm quite glad that my
Yeah, but the
tastes
Steam
are
review said it was
individual
shit.
in
Yeah,
some respects,
absolutely, yeah,
I guess, and I think
I mean, if anything, you've played a lot more games than most people, I would say. So you have probably quite a
would
good.
say anyone-
Maybe not Tom. Okay.
I think the thing is I don't play a lot of mainstream stuff, but I do at the same time. It's hard really to. I guess we've all got a different intake of what we like, don't we? So I think what I'm into maybe isn't what somebody else is. It's all about personal preference.
Yeah, exactly.
at the end
There
of
are
the day.
there are a lot of games to play, and there's room for everything.
Too many.
Too
There's
many.
actually too
They
many.
can't
many
all be
games.
bad to everyone.
Somebody
Somebody
I'm gonna
will
try
like this.
There's got to be one game that
I'm
nobody
getting that
likes.
crop circle.
You're actually going to play it?
I'm gonna play it, and I will. It will be.
Oh my
on-
god!
It will be. I will tell you what I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Crop
I
Circle
might-
Simulator. Try it today.
I might
Chris
even
come back?
stream it.
Chris did not come back with an idea. I'm
Oh
afraid.
my
It's
god!
He
difficult,
said he was
unbelievable.
too worn out from his big shit.
All right, look, we need to vote on what goes into.
I don't think we have time. So I can't believe I won
Well, I was gonna vote-
we actually did do a poll. There was a poll chat
in Twitch chat
vote,
and
yeah.
volume
Shut
sliders.
the fuck up, sliders.
It's Tom's.
Is top.
The ability to just get rid of any character of your choosing, thanks to Borderlands 4.
Nobody voted for mine.
I was going to vote for you.
I don't know which of the two options is.
Well, it was my idea as well. That's why
Right, I
I
see.
was going to vote for it.
Games, and we've got reviews.
Well,
I got a few.
the ability
I
to
think it's
shut
controversial.
Yeah, the ability to shut any character up that you want based on a very extensive list of volume
Yeah.
sliders, extending deeper into any sound of your choice. The ability to
have a
just
whole
turn off.
search functionality.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
search through it. Yeah.
There is a sound in Balatro that freaks me out.
Oh yeah.
It's when you click on. I think it's like the next. Hang on. It's like you click something and it's like the next part and it makes like a weird noise and
You
it's
just loaded
kind of,
Balatro. Okay.
it kind of gives me like dread.
Really?
It makes me feel upset.
Oh wow.
It's weird. And
I
you'd like
don't-
to be able to mute that. You'd like a slide just for that sound.
Well, there you go. You
effect.
have that ability and that power now, thanks to
Oh yeah,
this, which has gone
we pulled
into
it out of room 4.
Yeah.
I guess it was in there because it didn't exist. And you
Yeah,
pulled it out.
I've pulled something back out of there. I don't know.
Shoved it back in.
Anyway, this has been Pitch Please, the podcast where people who play games pitch ideas to the people that make them or just complain about shit stuff.
Yeah.
This has been a bumper episode as part of Pickaxe Week. You can enjoy loads more podcasts over this week. Have a good time. Have a
It
great
is
time.
so so angry.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, shut the fuck up,
Thank you,
slider
everyone.
for Alex.
There you go. If you want to download Rithian's version of this podcast with no Alex in it, you can do.
Yeah,
You're
just
totally
slide
free
me
to.
down.
Anyway, thanks for checking out Pitch Please. Continue checking out Pickaxe for more great podcasts, and we will see you next time. Thank you, Osie,
Oh,
for
thank you so
joining
much
us.
for having
joining us,
me,
yeah.
and thank you for entertaining my stupid idea.
It was a
wanna
great
play
idea.
it.
You know what?
I really want to play it. It's a great
Okay.
idea.
Lewis was wrong.
Good. I think that ultimately Lewis should go in room 4.
Lewis
Yeah,
in
in room
404.
That's
404.
fair. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next time. Enjoy the next podcast. We love you. Bye-bye.
you.
Bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.